Alright, welcome back to a new series. I'm gonna call this I'm going to be doing something today, seeing the true size of each Antarctica. I'm gonna see the true size of each continent or country as we could see. Let's go from the southern tip of Texas, from the southern tip of Antarctica right there, and it reaches all the way up to Devon Island. Damn. But you see Greenland, it's not as big as it appears, because if I take Greenland, you see it looks massive, but we take it down to the equator, it's only about a 14th of the size of Africa. From the southernmost point, it has a region from the southernmost point of South Africa all the way up to the border of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now let's take a country like India and put it over in Europe. As we could see, sparing all the way down from about Malta, pretty much, or whatever. Or is this Cyprus? Oh no, wait, that's Italy. Uh, Cyprus is right here. The southernmost point of Italy, it can range all the way up to Norway, the middle of Norway. And speaking of Norway, let's take it and see how big this country actually is. I didn't know that Norway owned these islands, but as we could see, ranging from the southern tip of Texas, it reaches all the way up to the border of the US, but the actual like Norway thingy, it goes up to about Indianapolis, or however you pronounce that country. Now let's take a country like just random country. Let's go with Kyrgyzstan. Uh, as we can see, it's a pretty small country. We put it next to the US. It, from Kansas, it doesn't it from the border of I think Utah, it can reach all the way to Nebraska. But let's take a massive country like Brazil, for example, and put it in Africa. As we can see, it reaches from the Democratic Republic of the Congo all the way up to the middle of Libya. Let's see, what's big country? I've never seen Mongolia um compared to another country. Let's take. Oh damn. Also, are we gonna talk about how Mongolia and Kazakhstan have almost the exact same look? They're almost the exact same size. Here, I'm gonna put them in the ocean. Look, Mongolia and Kazakhstan, they're pretty much the same size. Let's, I wanna see what kind of madness happens whenever I do this. You see what? This is due to the distortion on the maps because it is impossible to display a 2D image on a 3D map. I meant a 3D map on a 2D image. Anyway, let's take Ghana, which is kind of a which is quite a small country. Let's put it over by Oman. It reaches from southern tip all the way up to the United Arab Emirates. Now, what's the biggest country in Africa? DRC. You know what? Let's take Iran. And it's quite close to the equator. It's on the same level. How about if I put this at the north? Yeah, the same thing happens. Look at how big it looks next by Greenland. Take from the southern tip of Greenland, it reaches all the way up to about whatever these islands are. Half an island right there. You know, I haven't done Canada yet. Let's do Canada. Let's compare Canada to Russia, and it's almost the same size. It absolutely dwarfs all of the stag countries. You could fit almost all of them inside of this, thing. all the Stan countries. You have Kazakhstan, you have Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan. All those countries. Now let's take Japan. Put it over to the U.S. It is ranges from St. Pierre and Miquelon all the way down to Florida. Let's put it inside of the middle of the U.S. or put it on the equator. Its true size, also for the Europeans, if any of you guys are watching, it reaches from the tip of Spain all the way up to Sweden, or from Estonia all the way down to almost whatever that island is. Yeah, let's take a very small country like Nauru. It's a very, very small country, as you can see here. Let's put it up in the northernmost point of the world. See what happens. It's not even that big. Compared to the US, it is. Let's go to my city. I live in like this Brentwood area. It reaches from Mount Oliver all the way down to all these places. It's a very, very small country. Oh, let's see the Vatican. I want to see the. Look at how small that is. That sounded so wrong. Oh my god. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Alright, let's have a look at Nauru compared to the Vatican. Where did I leave the Vatican? Okay, so I live around this region here. The Vatican City goes from about Woodrow Avenue all the way only until the field. I didn't know that Vatican City is that small. Look at it compared to Nauru. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna take another big country like Argentina and see what the size is. As we can see, if we take it down to the South Pole, it's bigger than the entire world. I mean, bro, look at this. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I left something. Yep, I left the Vatican right there. That's unfortunate. But we're taking Missouri or Argentina. Take it to the southernmost point of the U.S. It reaches all the way up to the Hudson Bay. Now we're gonna take another country like Turkmenistan. And it reaches from the eastern tip of Hungary all the way over to the Netherlands. Now let's take a country like, huh? Right, I got Slovakia. I was gonna type in Czechoslovakia, but then I realized that that isn't a country because these two have their own independence. Hungary, it reaches from the border of Hungary to is that Croatia or Slovenia? Also, countries have the weirdest borders ever. Like, look here. You're just in the middle of a river. Boom, you're in Hraska. I never heard of that country. I've never heard of Hraska. But let's take it over to Liechtenstein. I completely forgot how small that country is. Liechtenstein. And wow, that's tiny. Alright, let's take it over to France. I'm gonna do France next and see what it looks like next to the US. Oh wow. No wonder it did that. It, France owns French Guyana, so let's see. It's apparently the longest border, so let's go from the northern tip of the US, which is actually over here. It reaches all the way down to Kiribati. Wow, or Kiribati, or however you pronounce that. Alright, I thought of quite a small country, so I'm gonna go with Israel and see the true size of it. Where does it last from Pennsylvania? So from the southwest tip, it reaches all the way up to Toronto. Just barely to Toronto. I hope Israel doesn't put a nuke on my city or anything. Not let's take Portugal. We got from the eastern tip of the US right here. It reaches all the way over to Iowa. Wow. In the next tell me what countries to do next in the next video.